Hey everybody, Parks Owsley here with Score.gg, joined by Olleh. Unfortunate loss for you guys. You had a great game in the bot lane. I want to highlight that first. You guys you were very dominant in the bot lane play. You did have some jungle help, but Xmithy was also visiting. So there's a lot of action in the bot side. So how did you kind of get these advantages in that lane?
I think me and Matthew just play tons of solo queue together, so we know like how to deal with every bot duo matchup, and like even some small stuff we talk about it every night. So I think that's how we are winning early game. And then I think we knew like they're gonna core jungler because they need jungle help. So and then our jungler Juan just matched their jungler, so that's why we got first blood both sides. I think our team is just trying to like play as a team, so I think that's how. Yeah.
It definitely worked out in the beginning of the game. We did see as it kind of went on, there were a couple maybe overreaches. What kind of happened there were a couple different fights that started off really well and then ended up, kind of extending too long, and then Impact joined in. Yeah. What was the communication around that?
First, actually we catch Alistar lots of time. The point is like that's why we can't say we are a good team now. Like we are still trying to improve ourselves, but like when you see like one of the best teams team fight, you can feel like you watch Griffin game, they just like catch one person and then just go to their objective. But our team is like we just catch Alistar and hey guys, it's 5v4, and then we just go for it, and then they just turn the table because we already use our scare and CC. So I think that's like that. I already talked about it after we lost, and I told them after we catch Alistar and then we use everything, then we have to back off. And then for 40 seconds, enemy cannot do anything, so we can get turret or push wave and then get vision. But like we were kind of like solo queue mindset. It's like, we catch and let's just kill everyone and then get better. But it's not really gonna happen on stage, especially against a good team.
Mm-hmm. So do you think is that kind of the main thing that you need to work on is holding back, making sure it's the competitive game, not the solo queue or the scrim game mentality, and then is it just like kind of more communication on top of that?
I think that stuff is like we didn't talk about it in scrim because we are focusing on how to make team play, like how to play as a team, like 5-man play, Herald together, Dragon together, Vision together. So I think that's why our like early middle game was kind of equal against Team Liquid because we play as a team, they play as a team. But because when we are focusing on that, we couldn't really talk about the team fight, like some other stuff. So I think we kind of show to like people that our macro is getting better. We play as a team. So I think that's our new stuff to fix.
So definitely showing growth from earlier on the season, and still, at least, knowing what it is that you're needing to work on next is nice. What would be kind of, do you think, the biggest evolution that your team has had since the slow start?
I think early weeks we didn't really trust each other. I think that was the problem. So for example, when our bot duo was winning bot, and then we just tried to play by ourselves, like, hey, we're gonna 2v5 bot, guys, you guys do your own thing. But actually that show like week 1, that show like we play like really poorly because our bot duo was doing our own stuff, and then it kind of like make our team as a 2 versus 3, and then everyone just like don't know what to do. And week 2, after we fixed the bot duo problem, week 2 just show we didn't really help jungler. So week 2, after we lost 2 games on week 2, we just talk about how we gonna help jungler, how we can communicate with jungler better, and then like we are fixing our problem one by one. And I think that's why like even though we lost today, I feel great. Like I just still smiling, and then like everyone just tried to fix their problem. So I think like I'm not sure like how can we get like number 1 or 2. Like I don't know, but at least if we go playoff, everyone will be really scared against us. Because
you're actually taking the steps that you need to and learning everything.
Yeah, because when I just joined GGS, I told definitely like we need 3 months to be okay at bot duo, and then maybe 6 months or 1 year later we can be best. But we really have to focus on being good or okay bot duo against every bot duo in LCS. And I think today we show our bot duo can deal with tier bot duo. So I think we are getting step by step.
Yeah, you definitely proved today that you guys are someone to look out for in the bot lane. How was it for you just kind of playing against Team Liquid?
Actually, like our coach told me, like, I don't really care, like that's your former tour or something, because like if I care of Team Liquid too much, I will just try to outplay that I want to show something. So I just like try to mind the control, like, oh, it's just like one of game, just like it's not here, or just like 5v5, that's it. And then I think that mindset helped me a lot. I didn't really care like, oh, that's Team Liquid, my former tour or something.
Yeah, well, it was a good game. I'm glad that you guys got some things to learn from it. We'll get to see. Hopefully tomorrow you get a win. Mm-hmm. You are obviously still in playoff contention. Maybe you'll pull like a Cloud9 from last summer and get second even. Mm-hmm. I think you're still in that capability. So
yeah, I think I want like even not fans. I want like people to think like GGS like improving every week, and I wanted to know like we are really working hard. Like yesterday, I kind of like 2 days ago, I kind of argued with Deftly about gameplay, and then we are still good friends. Like I think our team's strength is like everyone is like really good to listen to other people, like kind of not blame, like kind of feedback. So even that's about personality or attitude in game. So like everyone just fix their problem. Like every day, like I feel great. Like, wait, where's our problem before?
Where did it go?
Yeah, and then every night I just talk with my AD carry. Hey, what do you think about our team's problem? What's our problem? And then if you think that if there's problem, just tell me. I will fix it. So like we are just open to talk. So I think that's why I believe GGS can be a really strong team.
A top team for sure. So that kind of seems like something that you were working on a lot last year. And this kind of mindset and how to improve and how to kind of take that objectively and not as like reflective of you as a person, but you as like getting better in the game. What is it that you're now, you're on a new team, a new environment, and I haven't been able to catch up with you since then. Yeah. What do you feel like you're like discovering about yourself this year?
First, I realized from last year, like work and just being like just person, is different. So it's like, yeah, it's okay. You are still same person in business and then normal life, but I think when you're doing your job, you need to be like kind of not different person, but like you need to have different mindset. Like maybe like in normal life, if someone just kind of saying like, hey, you are wrong, like your personality is bad or something, then like you have to feel really bad. But I think when you work, if someone point out your problem, like, oh, Olleh, I think this is your problem and maybe it's not good for our team, then maybe I have to be someone else. Like I have to fix my problem, even though I turn to be like some different guy. But I think I got a lot about like how to deal with a business, and I think I didn't really think like this game was as a business before. But last year I kind of learned, I have to take this pro gamer as a job and the professional stuff. So even though it's not you yourself, like when you work, like, my normal life, I just laugh and smile and then be nice to everyone. But it's like sometimes I have to be bad boy, like I know like I'm gonna hurt people, but sometimes I have to be bad boy to say some stuff like, hey, I think this is your bad. I really want you to fix, and I think that's what I'm doing.
So just having a little bit more of a commanding voice over the game and the team.
Like when it matters.
Yeah.
Like normal time, I just chill. I just like, hey guys, let's enjoy the game. Let's play together. But when some problem happen, I just like, hey, this is wrong. We gotta fix, guys. If not, F.
And I imagine, like, just looking at the group of guys on your team, it seems like, at least from an outsider perspective, that would go over well. Like, do you feel like everyone has kind of a similar mindset of, there are problems we need to fix. We're not going to take them personally. Like, this is a business. Or do you feel like you kind of have like your own mindset in
I
that?
think it's my own mindset, but the good point about our team is like everyone knows how to take criticism and the feedback, and I think that's why I'm happy in my team, you know. And then they give me Korean food every day, and they make me happier, and then talk to me every night, and yeah, I'm having enjoying life, you know.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Anything else before we go?
I mean, like, I'm just really wanna go to playoff, and then I have kind of dream, you know, go to playoff somehow, and then just, you know, somehow MSI, and they're like, oh, Frogan again, you know. And so I want, like, I think my job is like, I want to make my teammates like better, like I want them to have like better resource, so like I want my educator to feel like, oh, I'm kind of same as Doublelift or something. Like, oh, Hunter just come back and then like he just can be kind of cocky on stage again. Like I want to make them to feel like just feel comfortable with me, and then I will be the one just like who have them behind, and yeah, I want them to chill and then have a nice life.
You sound like an awesome teammate. Thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. We'll catch you next time.